Hello everybody, today we'll cover the first part of lesson 22, the first grammar part of lesson 22. So the declension of Attan, Brahman, San, Yuvan and Kamman. The noun and pronoun Attan, self or soul, is inflected as follows. Atta, Attanang, Attana, Attano, Attana, Attano, Attani, and then for nominative and accusative in plural, attano, and then this follows the short art declension, attehi, attanam, attehi, attanam, and the locative doesn't seem to be used, but if it were, then the grammarians would say it would be attanesu. Now the declension of the masculine noun Brahman, God, is as follows. Brahma, Brahme, Brahmana, Brahmana, Brahmano, Brahmana, Brahmano, Brahmani. And if used, the plural will be inflected like Attan. Now, two other masculine nouns in An, meaning son, dog, and Yuvan, youth, have the nominative singular forms Sa and Yuva. No other forms of this declension occur. In place of sun, a stem suna is used, inflected according to the a declension. Well, when it comes to sun and yuvan, then we have we have sun, and this has also multiple stems. So we have sam, sa, suvana, suvarna, suna, surna, sona, sorna, supana, sukkana. So we have sa, surna, sanang, sanang, sang, sana, sana, sena, suna, surnena, sana, sasma, samha, sassa, saya, sane, se, sasming, samhi, sano, sa, suvana, sano, sa, sano, sano, sa, sane, se, sahi, sabi, suvarnehi, sahi, sabi, sanam, sanam, sasu. Okay. And for the masculine, for the yuvan, for the masculine noun yuvan, we have different stems: yuvan, yuvanang, yuvana, yuva, yun, yuv. So we have yuva, yuva, yuvana, yuvana, yuva, yuvanang, yuvang, yuvana, yuvanene, yuvene, yuna, yuvana, yuvanasma, yuno, yuvanamha, Yuvanasa, Yuvasa, Yuno, Yuvane, Yuve, Yuvanasming, Yuvasming, Yuvi, Yuvanamhi, Yuvamhi, Yuvano, Yuvana, Yuvano, Yuvana, Yuvane, Yuvana, Yuve, Yuvana, Yuvanehi, Yuvehi, Yuvanebi, Yuvebi, Yuvanehi, Yuvehi, Yuvanebi, Yuvebi, Yuvana, Yuvanana, Yuvasu, Yuvanesu, Yuvesu. Now I suggest, by the way, with these complicated and maybe more rarely occurring stems or words, just write down, make your notes, maybe in the Anki folder, to the respective card whenever they occur in the text, because this might be quite a challenge to learn all these paradigms, for example, from San and Yuvan, with all the varying stems initially. Some neuter nouns have rarely inflections using the an stem alongside those of the a declension. From the stem kamman action we have kama, kamuna, and kamana, kamuno, kamuna, and kamana, kamuno, kamani, and kamani, and in the plural only the a forms occur. Now, when it comes to these different forms, then we can, just a second. Just arrange something. Okay, let's do it this way. As we had previously, these vowel gradation, or the different strength of the vowel, the avuttika, guna, and vutti, so the zero, strong, and lengthened. So we have either zero or we have short a, depending how you want to count it, and then a, I, e, I, u, o, af, o, af. So also with the verb strength, or with these different vowel strength for the verbs, we also have for nouns different stems. We have a weak stem, a middle stem, and a strong stem. And I mean for these nouns in an. So we have, for example, for kaman and rajan, this is the strong stem, obviously. And then so the strong stems would be kamani, raja, rajanang, rajanang, rajano. The middle stem would be raju and kama, kamehi, kamesu, rajunang, rajuhi, rajusu, rajasu, as well as the weak stem rani or raji and kamu, kamuno, kamana, kamuna, kamana, kamani, ranyo, rajino, ranyang, ranya, rajina, ranye, rajini. Yeah, in this way. Coming back to the pronoun attan. The word attan has two main uses. So as a reflexive, or in the genitive as a possessive pronoun, it means himself, oneself, myself, yourself, etc. Also his own, her own, my own, etc. as a possessive adjective or a possessive pronoun. And in various contexts, it may refer to the body or the mind. As a noun, it means the soul or the self, as usually conceived in the Brahmanical religion, i.e. the essential self supposed to underlie the individual consciousness, or the animating principle called the jiva, a conception which the Buddhists rejected as not corresponding to any reality. Example of the use of attan as pronoun: attanang sukheti pigneti, he enjoys and pleases himself. Sa attanang cheva jivitang, she will destroy her own life. The attanang is used in opposition to jivitang. Attana jivahi, you must make a living yourself. And suchibuddhena attana, being pure himself. The instrumental has usually a simple reflexive intransitive sense. The agent acts or is himself by himself. Attana attanang vyakareya, he would explain himself to himself, i.e. know himself. Janasi attano gating, do you know your own destiny? Janami attano gating, I do know my own destiny. The genitive attano may usually be translated own, his own, and is more emphatic than tassa or assa, simply his in similar contexts. Attano samasamang, equal to himself, my equal. Ime nivarane pahine attani, these obstacles are limited in himself. Aṭṭhakathā, for his own benefit, for his own advantage. Attapissa akuto arakita hoti, he himself is unprotected, unsafe, and his wife, etc. The singular may be used for the plural, sometimes with eka, one, in close combination. Ye samana brahmana, ekam attanang damenti, priests and philosophers who restrain the self, or oneself, and the plural is hardly used or rarely used. All right. Then we proceed to the vocabulary. anucharati, follow, practice, abhivadati, proclaim, aṭṭhakathā, call, describe, uchitchati. This is the passive which overlaps in form with the active form. Be annihilated, paramasati, hold on to, be attached to, and the PPP is paramattha, parichariti, enjoy oneself, vobindati, shoot, vinasati, perish utterly, samsarati, transmigrate, circulate indefinitely, satchikaroti, perceive, observe, experience, examine, sandhavati, transmigrate or pass on, samangibhavati, supply with, provide with, samatikamati, pass beyond, transcend, sananugaheti, ask for reasons, cross-examine, samanupasati, criticize or refute, samanuyunchati, take up, cross-question, sampayati, maintain one's position, defend one's thesis. All right, up to here. Okay, Punadasanaya Tava Bhavaya Subham Mangalam.